There is one form of ism that still seems to be acceptable in Australia. We all know, of course, that racism is something that needs to be fought, confronted, dealt with, and if people think that's going to happen street sign by street sign, fine. That battle is being won. We know that the need to stamp out sexism is obvious because 50% of the population deserve to have just as many opportunities as blokes have had for a long time, and as the father of daughters, yeah, the future is female. But there is one ism that seemingly goes unchecked in Australia. It does not have celebrity endorsers. It does not have a day to fight it. It does not have a hashtag. It does not have a ribbon they all wear in Parliament, and that is to fight what you can see on your screen: ageism. The belief that people, because of a certain age, deserve less out of life because they have had a life is so pervasive in our community. It exists when you think about how much of the media talks about people of a certain age and their politics, in terms of many of the people who even refer to the people who fought World War II as the silent generation because they were not angry enough about the social changes that the baby boomers and now Gen Z are so obsessed with. But the reality is that one area in particular that I constantly talk about on this program, and you know if you are living it, is that one of the ultimate forms of ageism in this country are the number of people who lose their jobs because of the age that they are. Now, sure, they'll never say, sorry, pal, you're too old, out the door. Sorry, doll, no room at the inn because just a couple more grey hairs than we like and not the stylish kind that they like on Twitter. Instead, we have a scenario where people, the older they get, find it the harder it is to get a job. And when the retirement age is in your late 60s, if you lose your job in your mid to late 40s, in your 50s or in your 60s, the opportunity to be able to go back and earn the type of money that you did earn in your early 40s or maybe even your mid 30s starts to go through the floor. And then there are those that are able to hold on to a job because they are that damn good at it. They are that damn important to the businesses that they work for. Well, we learn out of Victoria today that people of a certain age are the ones most bullied at work. Far from the idea that it's a bunch of apprentices who get yelled at by crusty old blokes. No. It's men and women over the age of 50 who are constantly seeking to make a complaint about the behaviour that they are copying. As we learned today via the Herald Sun, staff aged over 50 in Victoria's education and hospitality sectors are now the most bullied at work. The education sector? Because, yeah, people over the age of 50 may well not be all that down with the woke. They might believe in, education, not indoctrination. For all periods, the most claims were lodged by people 50 to 54, 45 to 49. And for the year 2022-3, WorkSafe's accepted 197 claims of possible bullying. The most common age group, 50 to 54. Now, here's the reality. People of a certain age are the people who have the most experience amongst us. They've seen some stuff. They've seen when things are good and how you make things better, and they have seen things when they are bad. They have seen how decisions can be made that make things worse, but also they've seen the way out of the hole. These are the people who, just like every other person, deserves the best possible life in Australia, but because they are underrepresented by the media, because they are underrepresented by our political class, because they are underrepresented, if not ignored, by social media companies, it's like you hit a certain number and then bang, sorry, surplus, we don't need you anymore. But the reality is that there are millions of people of a certain age who want to work, who deserve to be employed based off their skills, their personalities, and deserve not to be bullied at work. But don't expect to hear that from anyone but me, anywhere, anytime soon, because it won't play well on TikTok.